Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then welcome to Peppy Crossing, and thank you all so much for joining me today. I wanted to come on here real quick and share with you all my very first speed build video. Today I will be building an entrance for my city core island Cal Mira, and my entrance will be a small airport lobby off of a busy highway. And this is actually a highway from back home. I got the inspiration from the Davidson Freeway, one of my major highways that I used a lot back at home. That's where I got the idea of this built from. So I wanted my entrance to sort of kind of be like downtown Detroit, you know, off of like coming off an airport, you're on a busy highway, you got to kind of make your way, you know, to the neighborhoods. So just to be completely honest with you guys, I am not the best at these builds. Not at all, especially when compared to some of the very creative and talented people that I see on this platform that play this game. But I do love this game so much, and I really do enjoy making these builds, and a lot of my friends really admire my island, and they often ask me like, how did you do that? Or, you know, some even encourage me that I should make content and share my builds. So that's what I'm doing today, and I really do hope that you guys enjoy it. So when I came up with this layout, I had the idea already in my head, and then I decided to go online. So I went to Instagram, Pinterest, and I kind of just looked at a couple of builds, and I watched a few YouTube videos where I got a lot of inspiration, and then I decided to take some of the ideas that I saw, and I'll actually share some pictures below for you guys to see kind of where I got a lot of my inspiration for this build from. And I took those ideas and then I came up with my own design, still based off of the Davidson Freeway in my head. This is the Davidson Freeway in my head. And I also wanted to take this time to just kind of apologize. I know this video is very sped up and it's heavily edited, and that is because the way that I play this game, I never really have the opportunity to just sit and, like, you know, play or complete a build in one day. So this entrance build actually took me about 3 or 4 days to do, just the front half, the part that I'm actually sharing right now. And the editing process took me close to a week. This is also my first time editing a video game down like this, and it is not as simple as it may look or seem. This is was very difficult for me. You guys out there, you know, you guys give me a lot of encouragement because y'all make it look so easy, and it is not. But I do want to start sharing more content, and I do know that practice makes perfect. And despite it all, I really did enjoy taking the time to do this. So but basically my point is that I play this game for hours, so a lot of my recordings are just like, you know, me standing around. Maybe I had to get up and do something. Actually in this video, at some point it is going to be nighttime in the game, probably for me stopping what I was doing to go and feed the kids and get them down to bed. And since for this island I do play it in real time, you know, I didn't change it to daytime. But for the strength of this channel and also trying to complete this island as fast as possible so I can start, you know, a brand new island with my new Nintendo Switch 2, I probably will go back to, like, you know, time traveling and doing things to make gaming a lot easier just so I can complete this island. I am gonna feel so satisfied, like, when I complete an island, because that's kind of always the goal. And I follow so many people that have, like, completed multiple islands, and I just be like, wow, you know, and I want to do that. So I cannot let Cal Mira go until it is all the way completed. So that's the goal for the year. Honestly though, I'm already far behind. I recorded this video in January and it is June. And since about March. No, since like February, I haven't even really had the time to be able to play the game. So I am excited to just be able to sit down and start playing the game again. Anyway, back to the video. Sorry about that. I know I tend to ramble. So I completed the first half of the highway already, and now this is me working on the second half. And like I said, it's gonna be basically 8 lanes. I think it ended up being 3. If I remember correctly, it ended up being like 3 lanes on each side, but my idea was to make it 8 lanes, but the 3 lanes on each side was also already pretty huge. And at the end, like I said, it really come out really nice, and I like it. So this is me just kind of, tearing down some more because, it came out to be bigger. That was actually supposed to be a corner. What I'm going to end up doing is where both ends of the freeway stop, I'm going to end up extending them down on each side to then create neighborhood blocks. So my idea for this island is, you come to my island, you're at an airport, and then there's I'm gonna put a bus stop out, major highway, and then by my what am I trying to say? By my town center, I can't think of what it's called at the moment. It's gonna basically be like my downtown. So I plan on having just, some busy streets with a lot of traffic around, street lights and stuff. And then from around there, I was gonna build up corners and make a couple of residential neighborhoods. Now on this current island right now, I had one major neighborhood where all of my villager houses was, and then my house was on the opposite side. But for the future builds, I will make like complexes, some townhomes, and then maybe 2 or 3 neighborhoods instead of having them all clumped into one neighborhood. And like I told you guys, I ended up stopping, and in the middle of me editing my video, I literally was standing there for like hours because sometimes I will forget to stop the recording. So this video was like 8 hours long or 6 hours long. And instead of me just time traveling to the next day, I was like, okay, I'm already here. It's already on and is recording. So I just added my cars. And this took me a little while because I wanted to be busy. I wanted to look busy, but I also wanted to be able to, still walk back and forth without, getting too caught up. So this part actually did take me a little while. And as far as like my designs, when it comes to decorating, that's always the part that I struggled the most with, because I wanted this highway to look really, really busy, So right here, I just decided to clean that sand up. This was a construction area. So I decided to clean that up because this is the part I was telling you where I'm gonna start curving up. I'm gonna do this on both sides. And the reason that I'm changing my island eventually, gonna start over, is because I really don't like the layout of my island. Like I said, I had this island since the beginning, so I didn't really know about the different layouts. Well, I did because, you get the 4 choices in the beginning, but I, didn't really comprehend it at that time that, the airport is here and the town center is here, and now that I know, it's a certain layout that I want. So that's why eventually I am gonna start fresh with the new island, especially with having the Nintendo Switch 2. I actually was supposed to start over with my Nintendo Switch 2, but I had accidentally transferred my island to this Nintendo Switch, and now, until I can put it back on my other Switch, I'm kind of stuck with it. And it is a goal of mine to get this island done before the year is out. So we'll see. Wish me luck. So I did want to say for this part, these roads actually came from Collin.Crossing, and he don't have these roads anymore. So I deleted, some of the pieces to it, thinking that the road would just always be there and always be available. But he no longer have this road anymore. So this was always my favorite road. Now he do have another nice one that is quite similar, but I always loved this road. And since he no longer have it, I don't want to, get rid of it and start with a new one. So with this road, I'm kind of making it work with what I got, and you'll see in a minute how I try to hide some of the corners with different shrubs and decorations. Now here I am starting my airport lobby. My airport lobbies in the past have been massive. I've used the same pattern for my airports since I created my first airport, probably in 2022 or 2023, and I recreated the same airport, and every time I make it a little bit smaller, and this is the smallest that I've ever made it because I wanted to dedicate a lot of the room for that busy highway. And also, I do want to say that if you guys are interested with how the airport looked before or how my island looked before I started kind of tearing down my builds, I do have a island tour video on my page, and I will link that down in the description box. But I will tell you, the island was never completed, so it's like it's just sort of a crazy island tour, but it is there if you guys are interested in seeing, where my island looked before this. And I do want to point out that I did change my clothes because, like I said, I don't sit and just dedicate my time playing a game on just one build. So I do, play the game, and I change my clothes, and I do requests for my villagers in the middle of the build. So that's why my clothes just suddenly changed. And I also wanted to point out that I really love the 3.0 update because Twiggy was actually a past villager that was on my island, and until this video I did not know that they come and visit your island and they remember that they live there. So that had really made my day, seeing Twiggy not only walk around my island but remember that she used to live here. I don't know why, that really made my day. So my very first airport design that I made, it was massive. It had a gift store, it had a service desk, and it had a waiting room. It was really huge. It was actually my villagers' favorite part of my island. So even though I made it a lot smaller, I wanted to sort of include, you know, all of it. So I do have the little gift store booths, and then, you know, my vending area, the service desk, and then the waiting area. So I like big builds, but I am trying to make them a little bit smaller so I can kind of include a lot of the ideas. I have so many ideas in my head and I will never be able to include them all, but here is the finish of my island. So, well, not of my island, but of my interest. So here is the airport. It's just a small little cozy, you know, waiting on your flight or just arriving. You can stop in my little gift store booths or go to the vending area and get some cash out if you need. And then here is the highway. So the highway is nice and busy, but what I like is that you can still kind of walk around and not really bump into too much. It took me a long time to set the cars up where I wanted them to look kind of cluttered and busy, you know, like traffic, but I still wanted to be able to run around a little bit and still also let my villagers be able to navigate without, you know, see right here I had to push the car out of the way because I want to be able to run around without having to stop. And yeah, that's it. So if you guys stayed to the end, thank you so much. And if you enjoyed this video, please remember to like and comment. If you want to see more content like this, just let me know, and also subscribe, and I will be pushing out videos as fast as I can. So thank you guys so much for tuning in with me, and please, I would love to see your islands, and also if you want to game with me, let me know and we can share codes and gamer tags, and I would love to gain some more friends in the Animal Crossing community. So if that's something that you're interested in, just let me know. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do hope that you enjoyed this video. Until next time, goodbye.